Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here. We got a fucking guest today. Y'all been asking about this guy, so he's here. Trent! This man had over 21.9 million views. People looking for him. Straight women, gay men, straight men, gay women.
That's it.
Everything in between?
Everything in between. Trent.
I even had a cow to moo at me.
God damn. Bad motherfucker. And we
I
almost
thought he was saying boo. I was saying, oh, that's my boo.
and we almost found out if what's his name?
Chris.
If Chris was on a down low. But after the music.
It is Atlanta.
We almost caught him in a trap, y'all. But stay tuned. He almost got moved.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real facts. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Because I love bowling. I love bowling.
Oh, wait. First, we got to introduce our guest.
Yes.
We here, another episode of the Pat Down. We all together. And today we have a guest, Trent. Trent is my makeup artist who went viral a couple of weeks ago because I was on a gay podcast and everybody wanted to know who the fuck Trent was.
And Miss Pat was playing matchmaker.
Yeah, I was playing matchmaker. And this white guy really wanted Trent. I showed y'all the video. Yeah. And Trent missed out on his rich white man.
Why don't we just take a quick pause and we'll play the video. We'll put it in the audio and video.
Yes. And so it got 21.79 million views. Wow. Who is Trent?
Who is Trent?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Is Trent?
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
A tree?
Yeah.
Ooh, a marijuana bush. I would love to be high all the time.
That nigga said a marijuana bush.
That's what I would be.
I want to say a marijuana
From the
bush.
kush to the tush.
Yeah, it's weak. It's not even strong. I just knew you were going to say I'm a tree trunk, nigga.
Oh, no. I want to be uprooted. No roots for me.
That nigga say he want to be uprooted. Hell no.
He made Chris get up from the table.
Chris wanted to make sure everything is working right. Hell no.
Shit.
Not a tree, not a marijuana plant.
Yeah. That's the kind of tree I would be. People love to put you in their mouth.
Did this thing say people love to put it in their mouth?
Yeah, that's the tree I would be.
Oh, hell no. Let me take my
Love to blow on you.
So, you wasn't in here. He said he want to be a marijuana plant because people love to put it in their mouth.
All right. Okay.
They get great pleasure out of that.
You bitches better start want to be weed. Only way we gonna get 8. He said he want to be uprooted. Yeah. So here's Trent on the podcast.
Out and about over at Barstool.
Can we bring him in?
Yeah.
I know he's listening right now. What's his name? What's his name?
Because my makeup artist is here, and he's gay. Do you like him black?
Sure, yeah. Can we bring him in?
Yeah.
I know he's listening right now. What's his name? What's his name?
Come on.
How mad is he going to be? Trent. I'm here and I'm desperate. I will do anything you want.
Are you nervous about Trent's?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Trent, please come. I'm your husband. This is someone... You're going to regret this forever if you don't come in. We are meant to be. I will move to Atlanta for you.
Oh, Trent.
Trent is shouting he is not coming. Trent, please, Trent. Right
He's sexy, too.
He probably thinks you look like a string bean. That's why he doesn't want to come in.
Is this his worst nightmare right
Yeah, he gonna kick my ass. That's him right there.
Trent? Oh my God.
Yeah, you
Oh
see
my
Trent.
God.
Yes.
now? I'm nervous. I don't even want it. Trent, I will uproot my life. Like,
So Buckhead, move
I
on.
will quit this gig in a heartbeat.
Now, if you're just listening, he looks like a gay Barney Fife. Is that why you didn't want to walk in?
Miss Pat put me on the spot. I wasn't finna go in there.
Yeah, right.
No. Then Miss Pat think that every gay man want every gay man.
Right.
Oh my God, a gay makeup artist. Are you gay? He wants you.
Like magnets.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the audio chair.
No, he just put your mouth close to it, Trent.
Come on, that's
Like this.
Yeah, like this.
What we selling?
When you selling shit, I think it's fine. You think it's something wrong with it?
I'm just wondering why he won't put the big black thing next to his mouth.
You think this a common practice for me or something?
I just watched a video. So is that man not attractive? Is that why you were not interested in going in? What are you doing?
Well,
Why you gotta put him on the spot like
No,
that?
it was his
Goddamn.
moment. He could have walked out and you could have gone
I was
viral.
there to do makeup, not make out. I'm there working.
Right.
And Pat matchmaking, and I missed my chance to live in Buckhead. But I should have went in. I should have went in there.
Is Buckhead like the nice part of town?
Yes,
Yes.
It's like Carmen.
Yes.
Okay, Carmel.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we in Atlanta, we all move on the outskirts. That's what we can afford.
But what's right next to Buckhead that's not supposed to be there?
That's where my family from. Linwood Park.
See,
Oh, you want me to go to the park?
I just heard the audio. Something is wrong.
What's wrong? Say something, Trent.
Something.
Yeah, it's once if we all get going, right? See, so now my volume's good. It's the compression. So how was your day today? How was your drive over?
Oh, my drive is always long.
Yeah.
That even me.
Did you see the hesitation from this motherfucker? He said,
I just never heard anybody make a drive sound gay before.
Oh, it sound gay.
A little bit.
But then I did drive a long black car too.
Does it look like the ambiguously gay duo car?
So Trent was he's my makeup artist, but for the BET Awards, he was my date.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So I didn't have anybody to go. So I was like, you know what, Trent, just come go with me. And because I need to get him in too. So
Yeah.
he touch me up. So he was my date for the awards. And we had a really good fucking time. But I was just mentioning to him, we went to the bathroom in LA. And which was shocking because as I walk in, I'm looking for the men and women, and it said all genders. What is it called?
All genders.
All genders.
All genders.
Gingers. Finally, we got our own restroom.
It was a lot of gender fluids in there.
Yeah. So I walk in and I see a man. I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? Then I think I saw a drag queen and I see women and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I told y'all about Hollywood.
And to be clear, y'all, this was an actual drag queen. Because I know people get, oh no, that's a trans woman. No, this was actually a drag queen.
So
she's not mislabeling it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm looking and I'm like, all of us in the same bathroom. And so
We are the world.
but immediately I felt safe. I didn't feel like nobody was out of place.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like, I didn't belong. The men went one way, and the men had urinals downstairs. The women, everybody else could use stalls. And it was just everybody in the same bathroom. And I looked up and I was like, here's Kyla Pratt, here's the other famous people, everybody's right there. And this guy come up to me and he was like, oh, Miss Pat, I'm such a great fan. And he's coming up from the urinal. I was like, he got ready to shake my hand. I was like, you're not about to shake my hand with no dick on your hand.
You shake my hand, though.
What?
I don't wash my hands.
Oh, wow.
Middle-aged white men don't do that.
Well, I would never shake your fucking hand.
She said that one time, and I like 5 years ago, and ever since I paid attention, she goes, middle-aged white men don't wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. And you are so right. It's stunning. Wait until we get these mixed gender bathrooms and you see it for yourself.
I would say this: being in LA is the start of everything, and it want everybody to be on the same level. Even the homeless, every homeless person got to have the same color tent. So I did not feel unsafe.
That's good.
It was at first I was shocked. then it was just a whole bunch of group of people just having conversation of all race and nationality. They just standing there. The dicks they was out downstairs and the women was in the bathroom.
But they segregated the urinals downstairs and upstairs.
No, but men was using the stalls too. Well, but if you didn't want to use a stall, you could just go downstairs and use a urinal. But there was stalls and urinals.
Right.
And one was upstairs. Literally, you could see the men's go down. If somebody used the first stall, you just saw his dick.
Yeah. Now, did you go in the bathroom with her?
Yes.
I did.
How did she act in the bathroom?
Oh, man, she cut up. But you know what? Pat is so loved, though. Everybody wants to talk to Pat.
Right.
So they come in the man. He shook her hand before he knew it, though. She said, hold on, nigga. You got dick on your hand. You didn't wash your hand. And everybody just erupted in the bathroom. And to segue from what she's saying, it was like everybody was just human at the moment.
Yeah.
It wasn't no, you gay, you black, you white, you male, female. Everybody was just so comfortable. We were just washing our hands and we existed. We coexisted together. And it was really like it made you feel kind of good. You know what I'm saying?
It really did.
You found a woke bathroom.
Yeah, it was definitely woke.
I've been warning you.
Because, that's where they don't want us to get to. Yeah. That's where they, is a problem in this world if drag queen reads the kid. It's going to make them gay. As a gay parent, I'm going to tell you, if your child is gay, your child is gay. It ain't shit. You can't pray it out of them. You can't beat it out of them. You can't suck it out of them.
You
can't rape out of them. You can't electrocute it out of them.
They will get sucked, though.
Grab the clamps and up the amps.
You might as well accept the gayism and move the fuck on. and love them for who they are. And that's what it's all about. And walking into that bathroom, it made me realize, like, we're just human beings.
That's it.
With different tastes.
So, was this your first award show? Being a makeup?
No,
okay.
I've been to
He do
several
everybody
award shows,
makeup.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So it wasn't your first.
Brandy,
Yolanda
Adams. He's done
Raquel,
man. My dad loved Yolanda Adams. God rest his soul.
Rest his soul.
Man, he loved Yolanda Adams.
Did he ever understand that the battle was not his?
What the fuck?
That's one of her songs. The battle's not yours.
I don't know no gospel songs.
Oh, you don't know gospel songs? Pat.
Because the reason why I laughed, because daddy died of cancer. So, when you said that.
Oh.
That's why I giggled.
Well, the battle sure is not his.
That's why I laughed. Like, did you know his daddy died of cancer? And you tell him, give up, nigga?
It was
Give it to the Lord.
she learned in this song. She said, "It's the Lord's."
They put a lot of stuff on the Lord. And I know the Lord be like, that is your problem, nigga. You created. You robbed that bank. Don't come. If I could be God for one day, everybody would be cussed the fuck out. Don't you bring your raggedy ass up here praying to me when you would know you was out there drinking and you didn't have no friend to help watch your pussy while you was drunk. Get the fuck away.
I was going to go
with Jesus.
I was going with herpes, but you went to rape. Jeez.
Let me tell you something.
The Lord cares about your rape.
If Pat was God for a day, she would make so much money because salvation would not be free with her. You would have to pay for that shit.
And that Ashley's dog would be dead.
Oh my God.
Oh, that bitch.
Oh, she hates this dog.
That dog be beat her dog, eh?
And it's a girl, too.
She be slamming the shit out your
I
dog.
should have named that dog Pat.
What other stuff happened at the BET Awards? Please mute. Please mute. Thank you. If we did that, could
Quiet
you
all around
imagine?
the room.
Right.
Always on quiet.
So Trent, now that podcast out and about. All right, you didn't want to go. Were you literally yelling in the hallway?
I said, I am not coming. We was in the next dressing room. I kept saying, I am not coming in there. But wait a minute, they stayed on the topic so long.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is Pat doing?
You have to at a certain point.
It was like, what, 5 or 6 minutes? I'm like, wrap this up. Go to something else.
Yeah.
Miss Pat season 4 streaming now. Miss Pat settles it Wednesday night.
I couldn't because he was really interested. I was shocked that he even went for it.
Did you hear your devious laugh? If we could play that one more time, you knew exactly
let's
what
play
you
that
would do.
again.
Listen to her laugh
While we're waiting,
when he first asked.
I don't know the gentleman's name, but if you were to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put him?
He's a host.
Yeah, a host of what? But if you were to say,
What the fuck you mean?
if you were to give him, if you were to
he's
hot
a
or not
host.
scale,
Okay, I got you.
What kind of man do you like?
Honestly, just
Because
someone
my
who's
makeup artist is here. and
Listen to her laugh.
Do you like him black?
Sure, yeah. Can we bring him in?
Yeah.
I know he's listening right now. What's his name?
Trent, come on.
How mad is he going to be? Trent. I'm here. I'm desperate. I will do anything you want.
Are you nervous about Trent's?
Yeah, I'm literally nervous.
don't
Trent,
have my
please
phone.
come. I'm your husband. This is someone. You're going to regret this forever if you don't come in. We are meant to be. I will move to Atlanta for you.
Ooh, Trent.
Trent is shouting. He is not coming. Trent, please, Trent. Right now,
He's sexy, too.
He probably thinks you look like a string bean. That's why he doesn't want to come in.
Is this his worst nightmare right
Yeah. He gonna kick my ass. That's him
Is
right
that
there.
Trent?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you
Oh
see
my
Trent.
God.
Yes. I mean,
now? Now I'm nervous. I don't even want it. Trent, I will
They even did
uproot
the
my
gay
life.
pause.
Like, I will.
To Buckhead.
I will quit this gig in a heartbeat.
When you walked in, did you know what he looked like, or did you
Well,
walk?
I never walked in, but
Okay.
after the podcast was over, he came into the dressing room.
Yeah.
with me. Yeah.
And what did he say? Was he nervous?
I don't know if he was nervous. I don't know if that was a game. I don't know. Miss Pat just was on the matchmaking thing.
She did. She had that.
She knew what she was
Miss Pat
Trent do
is
need a man.
convinced. She is
Trent need a
convinced
man.
that she's convinced I need a relationship.
You do
Why
need a
do I
relationship.
She do
but
that
then-
to single
but see,
friends.
Because whenever you're talking to him, I be like, what are you doing? He's like, I said, why don't you ever come out and hang out? I'm masturbating. So I'm like, you need to stop
Is that true?
masturbating.
Yes.
She hanging out with Louis C.K.
Yes. Yes.
So he
They say
always
they
talk about how
they say
he,
they help with prostate.
Yeah,
Right?
at least once a day,
So
but
Miss Pat
3
wants-
times a day is a
Miss
little
Pat-
much, Trent.
Miss Pat wants you to go to the hospital and the doctor 50 times a week. Because if your test come back negative, she wants you to go until something comes back. So I said, she said, you need to get your prostate checked. I said, Pat, I masturbate every day. She said, no, you need to go get it checked. I said, the man said it's not ready. Tell him that you need to. So,
She also thinks that if she's not getting an answer, that she can just yell her way through to the answer. So if the test takes 7 days, it'll go faster.
I really don't. I'm like, Trent, you over 30 or you in your 40s, so you should get your prostate. I don't know nothing about masturbating prostate out your dick. I've never heard of that before. But I do know your booty hole need to be checked.
I bet he got the colonoscopy.
Oh, that's the colon.
no, I ain't been fingered yet.
Did your dick have a lamp on it? A light?
A light.
This little light of mine.
So when they do the colonoscopy, it looks like E.T.'s finger. It has a little light on the end, and
What
they go
was
in
your
your.
experience with it?
I'm too young. I'm 40, so I'm just about to start getting it.
You about to start.
No,
Yeah.
you should, both of y'all should have it by now. The
I'm
black
saying what
man-
our doctors told us.
No, fuck that shit. You're a black man, so you really need to get it checked.
I just learned that today.
Yeah, no, you need to get it checked, and so do you. It is very fucking important that you go.
Let's the three of us do it
Chad
together.
Baldwin was in his 30s.
Let's
How old was
podcast.
you?
Who?
Chad.
Black
Chadwick
Chadwick.
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
He was early 40s.
Early 40s, so please get it checked.
the famous driver.
White men have thick skin on the inside of their booty
I
holes.
think our
so it
buttholes
can-
are all the same.
What are you talking about?
What is the?
That's what my
They don't
Christian
have
friend
no
told me.
thicker anal cavity.
So they can take much more.
So they handle more shit.
They can get fisted.
Is that why they call them anal retentive?
I didn't even bring a luggage with me. I just put everything up there on the way down. Are you going to check a bag? No, I'm good.
It's in
I
my
was
ass.
born with this.
But all of you guys should really get it checked. I had my colonoscopy. I've tried to have my nuts checked, but they didn't drop.
Gave
You
you
tried
extra.
to get a prostate exam.
He's calling. I need to get my nuts checked.
I'm serious. Very fucking important that you get it.
Yeah.
So make sure you
If you want to live longer. Yeah.
There's a famous.
Because I had 2 pilots.
Yeah, there's a famous race car driver, John Andretti, who got it done every year, and then he missed 1 year, and then he ended up dying of, I think, colorectal cancer because he didn't go that 1 year. So you got to
Yeah,
check it.
because you don't know if they cancerous or not. And when I switched insurance, I lied and said I never had a colonoscopy. And so I got me another one. And they said it was clean.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Do you have the video? We need like a watch party between the Morty's tape and your colonoscopy.
So do you have to go every year?
No, you're supposed to go every 5 years, but I lie and say my booty hole hurt just to get it checked again.
I ain't the only one masturbating.
You should have gone on that podcast. You're so funny.
Using the healthcare system
You
to
are
beat off Miss Pat.
Dude, she said you were funny, but
He is fucking hilarious. I'm trying to take him to open mic.
You should.
I told
That
him, I
mic
said,
has been closed.
I
She's been
can't
telling
come
me.
unless I have a deductible.
because you know what? He's so fucking funny. And he got so many great stories because his grandmama, he said his grandmama act like me.
Yeah.
And she's a black Christian. She's a black lady from the South that didn't believe in gay. But let him tell the story.
No pressure. No pressure.
Oh, which Pat? I tell you so many stories, but I just be ragging off stuff.
The time she found out when they didn't want you to be gay. Tell them what they did when they didn't want you to be gay.
But this is the crazy thing in like black families, right? When you can see a little young child as being gay, you can see little characteristics, and they call me every gay, sissy, punk you can think of. So when I got older, like I didn't come out till I was almost 19 years old. And it made everybody so mad. I said, what the fuck y'all mad about? My middle fucking name was Punk. My last name was Sissy. Okay? Why y'all mad at me? I thought I was so pretty. I used to have this wave nouveau. And I was in the mirror just patting one day, just patting my hair down, getting ready for the day. She walked past me. She said, I hate to see what you do in your bedroom.
This is grandmama.
This is my grandmama, right?
God damn.
Meanwhile, she got somebody else's boyfriend in her bedroom.
Okay.
Waiting on her, right? So I look back and I said, and I hate to see what you and that old ass man do. She said, motherfucker, get out of my house. Just waiting on the story. So it's so uncomfortable, I think, because people are raised differently.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma was born in 1938. They barely had fucking cars, let alone gay men. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the thought of someone being gay was more detrimental than someone being like incarcerated or a gangbanger or something. They rather had that than a gay child. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. So I was when I told her that she put me out, I got so mad. I started pushing stuff over in the house and stuff. And I ended up cutting myself. And I read, she told the police that I jumped on her.
What?
Right? Police finds me, takes me to jail, and takes me in the alley to beat my ass.
What?
Listen,
What state did you grow up in?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, shit.
Listen,
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee, we wrote, directed, and filmed First 48. Okay. Yeah. We have the rights to that shit. Okay, so it's dangerous there. So I did learn a lot of hood shit, too, along with my gayness. So I was like hood gay, you know.
This summer, hood
You
gay.
understand? I'm hood gay.
Miss Pat.
Like
White boy Chris, for some reason. He was curious, so now he's trapped. It's
Miss Pat asked if he could be in
hood
it.
gay.
Yeah. So, you know, I could do the fighting and stuff. My brother always come in. They want to make sure you're not going to be gay, too. Come here, I'm going to teach you how to fight. He's come on, duck like this, do like this. So I said, nigga, the last two combinations you taught me work. I don't need to learn how to fight in all these different ways,
And
right?
you're tall. Like, how tall are you?
6'1".
All right, yeah. So were you always like tall and big?
I was more slender back then.
Yeah, he was
so
a 6'1" baby, Chris.
6'1".
Just always.
So they made me play football.
Came out the womb 6'1".
They made me play football. They made me play basketball. I had no clue how that shit worked.
Hold on. My husband went to the bank to get the cash. He'll be right back to give it to him.
Let's just take a quick break.
Okay, just tell her, I'm waiting on my husband to come back from the bank because I didn't know if she had Zelle or anything. Okay, tell her, give me 5 minutes. I'm in a little house.
Hey, that was a great personal story that was very deep and meaningful to your life. Sorry about the interruption in the middle.
That's okay. Whenever
If you're her makeup artist,
money,
you're used to it.
So
it take me 9 hours to do Miss Pat makeup.
There's how many phone calls
Miss
on that?
Pat got to build her house. She got to tell them where to put the furniture. Miss Pat got to order stuff. Miss Pat got to eat. She got to sign books. It take me 9 hours. What would normally take me 45 minutes.
Every Monday at 4, Jazz is like, yeah, she'll be there at 4. And Deanna are like,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
And I'll call at 4 and she'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm at Popeyes. Like we said 4.
Yeah.
So finish telling us about your grandmama when the story about her getting you locked up and when they take you outside.
Right. So when they take me, listen, and this would show you that I really was gay, and the hood had went out the door. The men take me in the alley. They's like, oh, so you want? My grandma was 60 something at the time. They're like, so you want to beat on old women, huh? And they start like coming close to me. I started praying.
Come to me.
I started praying. I said, "Oh Lord, I said, look, please, I would never put my hand on an old lady. I was like begging for my life out there, like because they finna beat my motherfucking ass and then take me to the hospital. Like it just happened on the street. So that was one of my little horror stories. I stayed in jail for 18 hours.
Did you turn gay in the back of the car? What kind of man do you like?
Honestly, just someone.
It is jarring because it sounds just like you're. I didn't know which Pat was talking.
Did you act gay in the back of the car?
I don't know about an act because I got a son and everything. Like they
you do have a son.
Yeah, like you had to lose your virginity when you was younger. Like,
Well, they gave him pussy.
yeah, they get everywhere.
What?
Yes.
And most
I'm not
times-
a golden gay, like the golden gays who never had
Okay.
sex. You ever had sex? I mean, you're not gay, right? I mean, you never can tell what people
God damn.
do. No.
Stop
no
laughing
offense.
so hard, IKEA.
No offense.
No offense taken.
Are you picking up gay off from him?
No, you just don't. Listen, gay don't look like nothing to me. People think gay is a look, an act. It's not.
It sure ain't. It is not an act.
Surprise.
Surprise.
I'm just wondering where the free corner pussy is.
Yeah. So when you come up in the hood, a lot of times they was like, boy, it's like jumping in a game. I'm gonna jump you into this pussy.
Gotcha.
Or they'll say, you gonna go eat some pussy.
Right.
Eating pussy was a delicacy back then. Everybody didn't do it.
Everybody did not do it.
Because you was
Black
labeled a
people
pussy
did
eater.
not eat pussy.
The worst thing you could call a black man back
Was
in the
a
day was
pussy
a pussy
eater.
eater.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you would get your fucking head knocked off.
Now people eat your leg up into your pussy.
Yeah, they're eating ass.
Yeah.
Looking. I love the taste of salmonella and poop.
You bet not. That was the best read in the world back then. Look at that pussy eating motherfucker.
Yeah. Everybody eat pussy now. Not me. I don't eat no pussy.
So, like your cousins or your
I
friends.
have before.
What, eating pussy?
Yeah, you haven't?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
When they'd call me a pussy eater back in the day, I'd be like, showed up, nigga.
That's before
I
sushi.
like
That's
eating
before
pussy.
sushi got popular.
Yeah.
I like eating pussy.
Maybe before we started eating sushi.
Yeah. Yeah, before it made it popular for us. They had the little ginger on the side.
Just don't mix it with,
Sometimes
don't
it
mix
was
it
so
with
spicy, it
wasabi.
was like wasabi.
Wasabi.
Yeah.
Mix it all with the soy. Oh shit! Oh man! So you have a son. You're a dad.
I'm a dad. I have a 26-year-old son.
You said, hold on.
I thought you were like 37.
Oh, keep going.
Hold on. Hold on. Because I'm
shit.
trying to figure out the timeline, too. He said, you came out when you were 19.
Yes.
You are
44.
44 now. Okay. And your son is 26?
26.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my son when he was 17.
Okay. When you were 17,
I was 17.
you had your son.
I had my son
Gotcha.
And okay. And then you came out at 19.
at 19.
Were you still together with his mom at that point?
No. See, my baby mama, a beautiful girl. We 2 years. She's 2 years younger than me. Now, my baby mama is my cousin Mary, her mother, but we're not blood, right? But when my baby mama had the baby, my baby mama titties got big, her hips got big, and
That's when things started changing for you.
it started changing, right? She no longer wanted me. She was getting the attention from like the dope dealers in the neighborhood and stuff. And they had these big extravagant cars and all that. She wanted no more parts of me. So I said, let me take some time to figure out who I really am. And then I met up with a friend and they took me to a club. I thought all gay people want to be girls.
You got talking to the mic.
Okay, I got to talk into the mic. I thought all gay people want to be girls when I was growing up. So I said, no, I'm not going to be gay. And then I met up with one of my old childhood friends, and they took me to a gay club. I walked in that gay club. It was like walking into a whole new world. It was like dudes who looked like me together, slow dancing back then, and some was booty popping. I said, Lord, I ain't never leaving here.
And what did the Lord say?
The Lord said, be you, my child. Listen, I ain't never leaving here. I went every day that club was open. I was at the gay club. Every day. I had found my niche. I had found my crew. And then my baby mama, my son was 3 years old saying my daddy gay. So she made sure to let him know that your daddy gay. And so my son grew up a gangster.
Okay.
So shout out to my son, Trent. But he was real rough around the edge.
Can you mute that, please?
Can you mute it, please?
Pat, mute your phone.
I'm trying.
See, y'all, this is what I be doing through with makeup, too.
Somebody right now is grabbing their phone because they think their phone's going off. It's this button here. That button.
Let's take a break so I can pay these people.
All right, we'll be right back.
Be right back. Hold on, Trent.
All right.
I think we were talking about your son, so let's to pick it back up where we were before we went on break. You got a son, and I think you said he was in a gang. Is that what you said?
No, my son not in no gang.
No gang? Let me ask you this. Did they force that pussy on you?
Pussy is forced on everybody.
Not in my America.
No.
Where is this place?
Yes.
No, because when you're
Show
young,
me on the map.
I was like 27 going, please.
let me say in the hood. Because like when you're young, the conversation that happens the most is, are you a virgin? And everybody have to lie. No, I had some pussy before. No, I had
It's
some
not
pussy
that
before.
different than like a high school in the suburbs.
Yeah, so I feel like it's pressure
To get pussy.
to get pussy, right?
So how did you end up with your baby mama?
That's peer pressure. That's not parental
How
pressure.
we ended up with her
Yeah.
in the bedroom.
Yeah. It felt good,
What
and
a
then it
leg
just went
behind
off.
the
Oops, I slipped.
Oops. No, I definitely pulled out. That's how it
I
happened.
did not pull out.
Nice.
We was trying.
High five. That's what I'm
We
saying.
was my pull out.
Oh,
game
shit, that was your right
wait,
hand.
And now you know.
Go on, lick your hand, Chris.
Okay.
You might get pregnant.
You're going to be like that man on that video.
Trent! I'm ready to risk it all.
Fuck this job.
So how long was you with her?
A couple of years.
So was you wrestling with your identity?
I
doing
wasn't then
parenthood?
because my uncles would always say he was big time drug dealers and stuff. I always said, "You're not gonna be gay, right?" No, I said no. So I tried very hard not to be what they thought I already was.
Was you feminine? What did you act gay? Or?
I had a switch to my walk.
Okay.
You would thought I was Naomi Campbell at the time.
But did you have
you
like
thought the street was the runway.
Shake your body.
did you have like an
Shake your
internal
body for me.
you just were you just going along to get along and just like I'm just
Yeah,
doing this
nigga.
thing and then, so I'm not going to entertain alternatives just because
Well, finding your identity is tough. When
Yeah.
I got a lot of I got a brother, I got all these male cousins, and what you expected to be is what you're expected to be, and that's
Right.
not gay, right?
Right.
I knew I was different because I wanted to do finger waves while they was playing sports.
right.
I know that I couldn't play it.
We call them genuines.
Listen, I would do, and I had got so, because I'm a visual learner. I just go to the beauty shop with my grandmother all the time. So I would just see people just finger. I said, "Oh, I want to do hair so bad," and so I would do my friends down the street hair, and I was do their hair. I said, "Don't tell nobody I did it." You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want nobody to know, man, this punk ass nigga.
Because you don't want to get made fun of.
You don't want to be made fun
Yeah.
of because kids are cruel.
Yeah.
Especially teenagers, right?
Could you
Yes.
do it? Was you
Man,
good?
I could finger wave so good it didn't make no sense. So I had a best friend that I taught how. Do you remember when they used to scrunch the middle and then
the
lift it up?
pineapple.
Man, I used to eat that shit up. I said, don't tell nobody. I used to go buy combs in jail all the time. And then so I got a little nerve, so I went up to the beauty supply store to buy a wig head that I could practice on. And I come marching in the house with it. My grandma said, "What the fuck is that?" She said, "Take that shit right back up there and get your goddamn money back because you're not going to do no motherfucking hair." And then later on that night, she asked me to do her nails.
So when did makeup come into it? Like when did you start doing makeup?
When I came out, I met a lot of drag queens.
Okay.
And they would have this, when I went to the club that night, they had all this extravagant makeup on stage. I'm like, how do they do that? I was so curious. Then I met one of the queens who was like the top makeup artist there. And I used to draw anyway in school. I used to draw more than I did my work.
Right.
Because I felt like schoolwork was boring to me. Like I can get it. Once we get the test, I pass the test, but I used to love to draw. And ironically, I would draw women's faces. I would draw their brows, their eyes, I would draw their hair all the time. And so it all made sense. So I started shadowing this queen who was doing makeup, and then I just started getting better
Can
and
y'all
better.
switch mics? Because I'm losing him.
Is it because I'm turning?
Yeah.
I think it's because of your extender.
Okay.
So-
'cause
You need an extender?
No. Why would you say that?
It's a cable
Wait,
extender.
you made.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have a hard time in this life.
In my world,
Why would
You might
you
as
say
well
that?
be a bottom.
what is an extender? Like a penis
It doesn't
extender?
matter what it is. It's just the fact
You might
that
as
you
well be
said
a
it.
bottom.
I don't want to find out what it is.
It's just
he
a
knows
long,
about it. We
makes
don't.
the cable longer.
Oh, it makes it longer.
Well,
See,
then
you gonna have
change Mike.
problems.
Change
right,
Mike.
let's
I'm
change
saying
mics.
because he keeps turning.
Yeah, so
and
he can turn it within his hand.
He won't
All
be
right.
turning if he's.
Yeah.
Y'all just want to see what I look like holding something black. That's it. Don't get your fantasies off on me.
That's all the time we have here.
So when did you meet Miss Pat?
I met Miss Pat in 2018. I was working on a TV show called Star, Lee Daniels' TV
Okay.
show. Miss Pat came. First of all, Miss Pat was God sent that day. Miss Pat, we had a department head, which in makeup trailers and hair trailers, we have somebody who run the trailer, then we have keys and so forth and so forth. And this lady was so mean, right? Lee Daniels was putting Miss Pat in the episode, I think, to get you acclimated with being
For the
on
Miss
set.
Pat show. So
Right.
we're developing the Miss Pat show. And
Yeah.
and I took a lot of acting classes, but had never been on a set. So he said, I'm going to send you over to Star. He put Jordan in the writing room, and he put me as an actress. And Jordan, they wrote me a role twice for that show. So I go over to the show, and I've learned a lot from being on there.
Yeah.
Because I've learned, so I come in the department and I'm like, I'm here to get my makeup, and everybody know who I am or heard about me. And so they was like, oh, she's going to do your makeup. So I'm from the street. A person who ain't busy at work is usually the piece of shit. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. This is the only person sitting outside on the steps. I said, okay. So I come in and I see Trent, and Brandy is sitting in his chair.
Shout out to Brandy.
So I said, hey, Brandy, how you doing? And so this lady so I had acne really bad as a kid that wasn't cared about. So I have a lot of spots. They've gone now from being able to buy better shit over the years. I like to hide the spots on my face, especially when you're on TV. So I'm sitting there, and Trent is doing Brandy makeup, and he's beating her the fuck down. And I'm like, God damn, Brandy look good. And so I'm thinking, everybody's good in a trailer. I don't know no better. She turned me around and said, what the fuck is this? I said, oh, hell no. They say light makeup. I said, nigga, I got spots in my face. So I said, I'm going to say this to you. I ain't saying you can't do makeup. I'm going to tell you can't do me. So I walked over because I have no etiquette of being on set.
Right.
Zero.
And I stuck my face in a sink
And washed her makeup off.
and washed my makeup out. And that trailer froze.
Man. We was like, Miss Pat didn't give one fuck about that lady's feelings and how she felt. She said, this shit ugly. He finna do my makeup.
I said, he gonna do my makeup. And shit, then here come Lee Daniel boyfriend. No, I said what I got them saying. I saw, did you not see Brandy? He turned Brandy from a, he made Brandy beautiful.
From Ray J to Brandy?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do the B-rocker like that.
Tape is different.
She was so pretty. And so I said, he gonna do my makeup. And they was like, no. I said, yes, the fuck he is. And I said, do my goddamn makeup. So he beat the shit out of me, right? Beat me, made me look really pretty. And here's Lee Daniel boyfriend. It's too much makeup. I said, he said, take it down. I said, don't you motherfucking touch me.
Yeah. I said, Pat, they want me to take your makeup down. She said, don't touch me. And she said, it's already down. Just tell them you did it. And so I met her then. And I didn't see Miss Pat no more. Then her show came out. And everybody kept talking, I'm on the Miss Pat show, I'm on Miss Pat show, I'm on Miss Pat show. And so I was working on Kingdom Business with Yolanda Adams. And one of my coworkers was like, what you doing when you leave this show? I was like, I ain't doing nothing. And she was like, you want to go to Miss Pat's show? I said, why not? And then I went up to the radio station when Miss Pat was working at her favorite job. Was it the radio station?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on.
Was it V103?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was working at V103. So I tell him, I said, come do me in the morning because I hadn't seen Trent in a while. And she was
Yeah.
like, and I would always say, where's that guy who did me on Star?
No,
But
you said, where's that gay guy?
where's the gay guy?
I can't ever be just a guy.
Where's the gay guy who
Where's
did
the
me
gay
on
guy?
Star?
You know what, my black friend, I understand. Not okay, Miss Pat, and you need to apologize.
So I was like, where's the gay guy who did my makeup on Star? They was like, Trent, but every time I asked for him, he was always on something.
Right.
So finally he was available. And then time I get him, Time I get him, the fucking strike happened.
Yeah.
So, and this time, everybody laid off. So you got makeup on, everybody scrambling, actors. So I said, hey, I ain't got no problem. Shit, I work at V103 and I tour. I said, you want to come go with me? I said, come up here and just do my makeup for the radio station. Then I said, hey, would you like to go on tour with me? He said, yeah. So it was that day, and we've been together ever since.
Ever since. I was in the middle of filling out unemployment.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then I got employed with Miss Pat.
Yeah, and I say, hey, you want to come go with me? And whatever, they was down like 9 months. Yeah. We was all over the fucking place.
Yeah. So can I ask a delicate question? Because Ashley was doing your makeup before. Did you just say to Ashley, how did that transition work?
Ashley does great makeup, but it's a difference between having your family work for you and then having somebody who's employed by you.
Right.
So it's just different. I needed that piece. I changed hair and I changed makeup just to let.
Who was doing your hair at first?
So you wanted to keep the line separate between friends and family and then employees.
Yes, and I needed to make some changes because the career was elevating. Ashley did a great job for the time she was there. She's still
Shout
great.
out to Ashley.
But she does, I tell you one thing, we're better not working together. If I need her and I can't get Trent, she'll come over and get me together. But it's a better working relationship.
Yeah, like she was doing Carmen's makeup and makeup on Miss Pat
and
Settles.
she does wherever I go, and then she does makeup on other sets, and it's just a better relationship.
You fired her because her dog be kicking your dog.
That dog pissed on your floor.
Her dog be beating
I
your
never
dog.
fired her, but I just felt as the career started to grow, I needed to change team. And celebrities do that all the time.
Yeah,
they change teams as their career grow, and you can tell the difference in my hair and makeup now.
Yeah,
that's all they talk about. That's all they fucking talk about.
Yeah, not that she didn't do a great job, but you can tell, like in the photographs, like you look younger, slimmer. Like there's just a difference.
You said you grew up like drawing pictures and stuff. Did you hide that? Was like is there something?
No, I got my ass beat for drawing and not doing my work. Because I don't think like black moms understand that kids can be different. So I think she should have put me in art class or something to really develop that skill. But they don't think about that at the time. Like, you do your fucking work. Yeah. You need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to do this. And nobody around me had been to college, so she knew I wasn't going there.
I was just thinking, but like you later on in life developed this skill that you naturally had that you've always wanted to express, but you weren't able to
express it.
But then come full circle, you meet someone who she takes you on the run. You just get to showcase how good you are.
It was way before me.
But look, I've been in many rooms because of my art.
Right.
Yeah.
Many rooms. I'm so blessed to have this opportunity to do that because I needed something. I prayed because it was one point in my life I didn't know what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, what can I do with life? I was working at the IRS for 5 years and they was phasing out because everybody was filing electronically. So they didn't need our department no more. I said, what am I going to do? So then I took a job at Mac, and then Mac put me in places like I went here, I went there, then I moved to Atlanta, and the industry started coming to Atlanta when I moved here. So it all made sense. They used to make fun of me back at home, like, you do makeup? There was the consensus, like, makeup? Man, what's wrong with you? And I'm glad that I don't listen to people. I've always been able to live my life out loud. I tried to hide one time my sexuality, and I was hiding in plain sight. Everybody knew, but I'm thinking I'm hiding. So after I realized, I said, I'll never hide my life again, and I'll always live out loud. So this art has put me in places. It has uprooted me from my hood. I lived in a very bad hood, which didn't seem bad because
that's when you
growing up in it, it feels like it's common. It's nothing. But sticking with something and I said, Lord, I need something I can be good at. And I got good at this, and I got good. And my name started ringing, and I just started, and it just started.
So every creative that I know has that point where you get that first job where you're like, holy shit, I cannot believe I'm here. What was that for you?
A girl walked in Mac.
Okay.
Her name is Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. She walked in Mac and she said, and Mac charges you $50 to do your makeup, or you have to buy $50 worth of products to get your makeup done. So she was like, I need my makeup done, but I ain't got no money. She said, I got a photo shoot. I said, well, sit down. I did her makeup. She goes, shoot the guy. Then she comes back a couple of days later. She said, the guy wants your number that I shot with. So I give him a number. Kevin Gooseby. Shout out to Kevin Gooseby. Phenomenal photographer. I started working with him, and Angie Stone was shooting her album cover. And I went there to his studio, and I did it for her album cover. She said, I'm about to start an agency. So she said, I work with these women on Fighting Temptation. They makeup artists in the trailer and stuff. I want you to meet them. We had this meeting at the W Hotel And they brought me on The Game. The Game was my first TV show that I did. And it just went from there. It just went from there.
Was that on the CW?
No, it was on BET by the time I made it. So like season 5, I came in. And I did season 5 all the way to season 9. Then they did a reboot. And then I did the last season of the reboot and everything. So, yeah, that was my segue into the business. So
and you know what? Let me just say, because most people, when they have an art, it's all about the money. But did y'all just hear Trent said, the girl sat down and said, I ain't got no money to do my makeup.
Yeah.
And then she brought a whole industry to him.
Yeah.
And it's so many times, like, in this business where people miss out because they want to be greedy. Like today, you can't even book a good hairstylist. They want you to wash your hair, book appointment, put a deposit down, and then these bitches show up late. Yeah. They have no etiquette about how to even run a business. Mm-hmm. They just do what everybody else do. I'm on an app. Put a deposit, come wash, come break. Bitch, what the fuck are you going to do for my $300?
You got to do what you love for free for a long time, and then you get paid. Yes. And then you do that, you get paid really well.
You got to believe if you're talented, you got to believe if you got a talent and you love what you do, the money going to come. I never was a comedian for the money. Mm-hmm. I've always, even before all of this shit, I forged checks. My husband had a job. I always had some way of getting fucking selling hot dogs at the Dome. And I never did comedy for money because somebody once told me.
What's the biggest check you forged?
She kept it under 600, right?
No, I didn't. I ain't, bro. Fuck, I'm writing a $600 check for. You can't buy no Visa.
Yeah, that's child's
I thought you
play.
said there was like some threshold legally that if you went over.
It is a threshold, but I just forged checks for. I didn't cash checks. I forged them for Circuit City, clothes, and whatever you ordered. I forged checks for.
Gotcha.
You made me throw away my fucking thoughts.
Well, what we saying, getting to the bag, don't actually mean that you got to make so much money when you start.
Yeah.
You do what you love and the money will come.
People with 6 months experience going, I need to charge a lot because then somebody will charge.
So many times I made no money.
Yeah.
I made no money, but I just figured, I said, I just want to learn the art and the money will come. What I was going to say is a comedian said, if you ever do comedy for money, you're going to get trapped. Mm-hmm. You're going to get trapped. If you do it because for the art and you love doing it, the money will come.
Give us an example of a trapped comedian.
Yeah, go on a cruise.
That's a good point, yeah.
They're on the boat because they want to be.
There's a great show on HBO called Hacks that's along those lines.
Hacks.
Isn't that a great show?
I'm about to start it.
Yeah.
But and also, by me being in the drug business and so much other shit that I was into, I also learned that I would watch other comedians say, you know the problem that they're having? They're going to forever be $1,000 comedian because they haven't treated this like a business. Mm-hmm. I said, you have to treat this like a business. Yeah. So I remember when I'm about 4 months in, the first thing I did was bought MissPatComedy.com.
Yeah.
And when I didn't have no money, and it will run out every year, I would tell Garrett, I need you to buy my website name. Wasn't shit on that motherfucker. You remember them? Mm-hmm. Wasn't nothing on it, but I paid for it for years. And I didn't even really have nobody to upload it. Every blue moon I would go in. Every 4 or 5 years I would go in and update it because I didn't.
That's how I started working for you, is because you paid me $100 a month to update your website. That's where we started.
So I invested in myself.
Yeah.
And it was never for the money. And I tell people that all the time. I said, you gotta turn what you love into a business. And that's one thing I can say about Trent. That nigga ain't never late. If he late, I'm worried because I think he done had a fucking accident.
Listen, Pat goes straight to the deep end too. Trent, did you die? No, Pat, I'm talking to you. I did not die. I'm here.
When I tell you we could be on the same floor. If I say be at my room at 5, he knocking at 4:59.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, and we around the same age too. And I think that's why we work so well together, because I think he think I'm his grandmama and he's that friend that I needed, because my circle is pretty young, and he keeps me conscious. Pat, that person was stupid before you hired him. Now you just calm down, Pat. Just calm down. Pat, you wrong.
Dude, he's right there.
I said, Pat, you can't buy no cat and get mad when it don't bark. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking cat. That's what it's gonna do.
You always, so part of my job has always been promoting comedians through Bob and Tom. Like hundreds came through. Pat always had the nicest looking website. Always had the best graphics, always sold t-shirts, always was like at a professional level that other people weren't. Whereas other comedians always treated like, I've got to get $1,000 to pay rent this month and maybe eat and then maybe gamble. And you always treated it differently. And that's why you're on a different level now over the last 5 years when I first started
business. And that's what I said when I sat my daughter down and I changed the hair and makeup. I said, hey, it's a business.
Yeah.
And you should be happy for me that I'm moving to another level. That don't mean I don't love you. That don't mean I don't want you to be a part of what my growth, but I need better.
I also feel like it benefited her because she seems like she's at a different level than
she started working on her own but Ashley, let me get one thing straight. Ashley never did my makeup. She only did it half the season on the first season.
Okay.
Then after that, because Ashley wasn't familiar with TV makeup at the time.
Gotcha.
So we put her in a department and she learned from the people who my department head brought in on how etiquette, all of that shit she had to learn. Because her mama didn't even know how to be on a fucking set.
Right.
So you brought in these people like Trent and hopefully that she learned. And so she go off and work on her own.
Which is better. But also, Pat is a hustler. She brings that from Pat is a go-getter. So I am not surprised that Pat is in this position she's in.
Yeah.
One thing I love about Pat is Pat don't know the word no. If you say you can't do it, it can happen. And that's such a great attribute to watch from somebody because so many times we miss out because we take the first.
No.
Pat said, oh, no, it can be done. Let's do it this way. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's try this. Or let's do this. Let's do this. And she wants to be involved in every aspect of it so she can understand how this thing flows. So she is a very hard worker. If people don't know, Pat worked very hard. We were on the road, Friday, Saturday. She come back to work Sunday. We get back to work on the Miss Pat show. We back on the road. That's a lot of hard work and dedication. So if it ever looked easy to someone, she is dedicated to the Miss Pat brand and just doing her thing.
Yeah, and I think people look and go, how could she work so hard? It's like your capacity expands as you start to do more. Like you probably look back like 6 years, 7 years and go, can't believe how little I was doing because it's so easy to do this much.
The work fuels the growth too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
One show leading to another show leading to another show. Right?
Yeah, a lot of people say, do you ever take the time to celebrate? And I'm like, what are you celebrating for? It's work. Right. It's just, we go on vacations. Right. My family get to go on vacation, but my mind is always in work mode. What's the next? Is this? I look at Hollywood like when I sold crack. Oh, I can't wait till that shipment of crack come in at a half a key so I can cut it. What can I sell? So I'm always thinking about what can I sell. I'm always on the phone with my team and say, hey, what about this space? What about that space? And then I'm creating stuff. And then people look up and like, where the fuck she get that from? No, it was already in the mix.
You've also done a great job of not making Hollywood your friends and family. You've kept your friends and family your friends and family. And like this place, I think, is like it reminds me a lot of my wife's family, who is very close, and that is their universe. Whereas like my family, the way they grew up is let's go out, start businesses, and the businesses was like the important thing. That goes away. Yeah. And then you don't have your friends and family because you neglected them. You haven't done that. You've kept it all together because you've surrounded yourself with people.
Usually I give my friends and family a job.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on,
there's something for everybody
I'm trying to make
to
him
do.
be a comedian. I'm like, Trent, you want to act?
Yeah.
Because you see a makeup artist, but that's not what I see.
Yeah.
I see a talent.
Yeah.
I told, when he first started doing my makeup, he was very professional. And I said, what you're not going to do is you're not going to come in with this Hollywood shit. Because they said you was very funny. So when I break down the barrier and we started talking like real motherfuckers, set your ass down. I don't want you to disrespect me, but I consider Trent to be family. And you were like, you're fucking late. Let's go. Yeah. And everybody like, he talking to her like that, but it's not a disrespect. But I see a talent. And I told him, I said, they see a makeup artist. I see something more. This boy is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
When I tell you I'm the goddamn comedian. But when we on the road, Jasmine and Kira don't give a fuck about me. Trent, oh my God. I say, sometimes I get jealous. I say, do you have to laugh at this nigga like this? And if he ain't there, they all look like sad puppies. And I'm like, we need Trent on the road. But he is so fun. His stories, when I tell you think I got stories, this nigga got stories for days. You can literally sit there and write a show and he can start in it. Everybody see a makeup artist. That's not what I see. I told Trent, I said, you're gonna get on fucking stage. You're a fucking comedian. You can blow half of these comedians off the fuck. They don't have the life experience. They don't have the stories you have. And Oh my!
What would my comedian name be?
Trent, nigga. Trent.
Oh, Trent, nigga. Okay.
I'm gonna request a
Trent, nigga. I like
Hey,
that.
do you want to go see my
Hood game.
Hood gay. I'm sorry.
You want to go to the Murat tonight and see Trent
tonight at the Murat?
I can see that though, Pat.
But you know what?
I'm trying to build up the nerve. Though.
He don't even talk about being gay. Just the stories out of Memphis. Tell him about when your brother got killed.
Jesus.
Oh, no, not right now, Pat. Rest in peace, Buck.
We gotta wrap it up.
Rest in peace.
Let's save that for episode 2.
Episode 2. Shit.
He had me holler. He said his brother was so mean.
Yeah.
He would whoop his ass and keep him from being gay. And when he got killed, he was like, I'm at peace.
Good riddance, motherfucker. I'm just playing. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't. Pat, you ought to be ashamed.
Can somebody put the dates up, please?
Pat ought to be ashamed. So my brother.
Trent.
Rest in peace.
Trent likes this job. Put the dates up.
Trent got the same fucking family as I got, and he say the same shit, which have me in fucking tears.
No, I think everybody from the hood and born out of wedlock and stuff, I think we got some struggles to talk about.
He got some
Especially
struggles.
babies growing up in the 80s and 90s. That's a different time.
Hilarious.
We had beepers, and we used to beep 911 so you can hurry up and stop by a payphone and call people. It's a different story.
Hello. You remember hello?
Man, what was it?
411
No.
0.
Yeah.
It was 4. It was 4.
No, it's 43770.
Yeah. Hello.
And then hold 304.
Nah,
you too young.
Oh, y'all don't remember the beeper? How you could communicate?
Yeah,
through the beeper with words?
my dad had beepers, so I remember that. Yeah.
No, do you remember saying hello on them?
I never had beepers.
You can spell out
You can
words.
spell out certain
You had
words.
to turn the beep upside down to read it.
We could even spell out "Let's go to bed." It was a way to spell that. It really was.
Oh.
But there's the people don't.
Young kids are like, it's text.
It's
Of course.
8
Well, that was all text.
008
That was all
5.
text back in the day.
Boobs.
So y'all don't remember that bullshit.
No.
You too fucking young. That's why y'all. The fucked up about. I mean, we gotta go. But the fucked up part about the younger generation, they're never gonna get the experience, the greatness we got. This Michael Jackson, Prince, real music.
Hide and go seek. Then the girl
Hide and
come
go
back
seek.
pregnant later.
That was
All
a
that
different
good
game,
stuff.
sir. And some of the kids have played it multiple times.
I just got fucked. We wasn't hiding.
Damn, Pat.
That was a crazy 7th grade dance.
And with that said, make sure y'all join me while I'm on tour, baby, because coming July 12th through the 13th, which is next week, I will be at Salt Lake City. We can take out next week. July 12th through the 13th, Wise Guys, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm on my way. July 19th through the 20th, the Comedy Connection, Providence Road, goddamn Island. I'm on my way. August 2nd through the 3rd, you already know I'm at Bridgetown Comedy Club. That's Tulsa, Oklahoma. What was the ride, wasn't it?
Bricktown.
You know what we need to do?
Bricktown, what?
Is just say, hey, make sure you go to the Hot and Flashy Tour at Comedy.
No, shut the fuck up. I need these to sell too. Stand Up Live, August
they
3rd
won't
through
be
the
out.
31st. Huh?
This may not be out for like a month.
Well, then
or two.
take it off.
Okay.
Take it off. And guess what? The Hot and Flashy Tour will be starting in Denver. I will be at the Paramount Theater September the 13th. The next day, Boise, Idaho, where the potatoes are right. Get y'all ass to Boise, Idaho. I'll be at the Egyptian Theater. Yes, bitches in bathing suits. September the 14th. September the 15th, Seattle, Washington, Neptune Theater. Y'all come on, go to MissPatComedy.com and get your fucking tickets.
Sell this shit out.
Sell it out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at MissPatComedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.